Backyard bird photography might look complicated, but it's actually much easier than you might think. In this video, I'll show you how I take clean and natural-looking bird photos right here in my own garden. With a simple feeding platform, a few branches for natural perches, and a bit of attention to light and background, you can create beautiful images of common garden birds. I'll walk you through my small setup, explain the camera settings I use, and share a few practical tips that help me get better shots. So if you've ever wanted to photograph birds in your backyard, this might be easier than you think. The platform I built is really simple. I just used some scrap wood I had lying around. It's about 1 meter long, which gives me enough space to place 3 or 4 branches and create different setups for the shots. I fill it with different kinds of birdseed, but sunflower seeds are definitely one of their favorites. I place the feeding platform in my garden where the birds have trees and a hedge nearby for safety. I'll position myself in my garden shed just across from the platform, about 5 to 6 meters away. From there, I'll stay behind a camouflage net so I don't scare them. It's a really simple camouflage net. I'll just cut a small hole in it so I can stick my lens through. Here I'm using my Canon R7 camera together with my favorite lens, the Canon EF 500mm f4. I would say you need a minimum of 300mm for this kind of photography. I make sure the camera's autofocus is set to detect animals, and I leave the white balance on automatic. You can always adjust it later during editing. I prefer to shoot in shutter priority mode. I usually select a shutter speed between 1/1600th and 1/2000th of a second, and I leave the ISO set to auto. The birds start feeding almost immediately after I take cover behind the net. So far, the main visitors have been the great tit and the blue tit. I like to switch between different types of branches to create a variety of photos. I simply go into the forest and pick branches that I think will give a nice final result. Some branches are covered in moss, while others have a rough, weathered look with a bit of mold. You can really choose whichever style you like. This old, rotten branch with the brown background is my favorite. The brown comes from the hedge behind the platform, while the area in front of my pine tree will give a clear green background. Here's some more footage of the birds feeding. I'll also share some of the final shots at the end of the video. Feel free to leave a comment below or subscribe to the channel to support it. Here are some of the photos I captured from this platform. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.